Well, isn't that great? I was like a minute and a half into it, and the voice recorder decided it was low on battery and did not want to record. So I had to get some new batteries, and now I'm doing this again. Ugh. It was only a minute and a half in, so I'm like, I'm just gonna start over. So yeah, as I was saying before, I decided to try an unscripted commentary this time and see how it goes. Because I'm doing my Let's Plays unscripted, just to make it feel more like I'm actually playing the game, even though obviously I'm not, because, yeah, I've tried commentating when I'm playing the game, it just doesn't work for me. So that's why I'm doing it post. Because otherwise I probably would do it while I'm playing. And maybe just, like, take notes of what I'm gonna say. Prepare what I'm gonna say going into it. Like people should do, but, yeah. I thought, well, what if I actually commentated on all those Disney movies that I watched for either the first time or the first time in years? But maybe I could recreate that, but with a company other than Disney. Yeah, and I thought of other marathons after the Disney marathon, like the Pixar one, the DreamWorks one, but that never came to be. And I did a Dawn Bluth one, but I only watched the first few and not all of them. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch all of them now. Starting with this one. The Secret of Nimh. A film released in 1982. An adaptation of Robert C. O'Brien's book Miss Frisby and the Rats of Nimh. I really like the music in this film. I'm pretty sure it's the theme to the movie, is very nice. The animation is nice. Pretty much everything about the film is just good. Yeah, I have seen it before, like a few times as a kid and a few times now. And it's not a film that I would necessarily watch all the time, but, every once in a while I'd probably put it in. And I thought about buying it since it is actually fairly cheap. But at the same time, I wouldn't watch it too much, so yeah. But I did an alternative, cheap alternative, and that is, of course, recording it off the TV and burning it onto DVD. Which is nice, because you don't have to actually pay for the movie, you only have to pay for the TV. Which I mean, TVs are pretty expensive, I think, so, and so are DVD players too, so, yeah, I'm very certain it's legal, it should be, but I don't know why I'm discussing this. Because, yeah, when I'm doing a commentary on a movie, then I'm not actually commentating from the real DVD. Because yeah, the main character's name in the book was Ms. Frisby, but they had to change it to Brisby, because Waymo and their Frisbees have copyright issues. Of course, this was changed during production. They had started the movie, and then they went to Whammo, and Whammo's like, no, you can't use the Frisbee name, so they couldn't get the rights to it, so they had to change it. But the fate is, the dialogue was completely finished by that point. And I think the movie was pretty close to being released, too, so I was like... Some of them had to record their lines, and they also did some careful editing to change the B sound... No, the F sound to the B sound. This is sort of a rarity, the main protagonist being a mother. Not really done in Disney films. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's gonna have to go through a lot in this movie. Obviously, because she's, well, the main protagonist. Yeah, here's our comic relief. Because, you know, you have to have a comic relief in there somewhere in most films. Even a film as dark as this one. With the dark themes in it, it's kind of surprising that it's rated G. I mean, not surprising as Hunchback, but, yeah. Look at some of the images and the themes that they show. Yeah, this is Jeremy. He's voiced by Dom DeLuise. And actually, Don Bluth does cast a lot of actors and actresses in multiple films, which is something Disney would do as well. It's funny now that I think about it, because Don Bluth used to be a Disney animator. He used to work for Disney before deciding to go and form his own company. And he might be the one that's appeared in the most Don Bluth movies. Let me see. He's a pretty funny character, I have to admit. Kind of helps because of the voice. Let's see. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of them. Which... Oh no, Will Ryan's appeared in like 6 of them. So it's actually the one that's appeared the most. He's appeared in 4 of them in a row, even. Which is sort of like with the, what's his name? Phil Harris. Rockadoodle, Thumbelina, A Troll in Central Park, and The Pebble and the Penguin. I know. But yeah. A bird who's allergic to cats. Oh, I think the cat's name is Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, what a nice name for a cat to have. Like a Disney Cinderella, they named the cat Lucifer. Of course, that's kind of because Walt Disney hates cats. I'm not sure if Don Bluth does, but in several of his films, cats are evil or mean. But maybe that's just more to do with the fact that it's like a Disney-like thing. It's like just sort of like a tribute to Disney or something. It's like, even though he's not with Disney, I guess he sort of does Disney-esque themes sometimes. Oh, he survived. Yeah. Of course he survived. But that... I'm pretty sure that was probably inspired by The Fox and the Hound. Because that's exactly what happens in the climax of the film. Not to spoil it, to get into too much detail about what happens there, but yeah. It's pretty much the exact same thing as in this film. And yeah, Don Bluth was an animator, did something on Fox and the Hound. I think that was the last film he worked on for Disney before leaving. He doesn't even really know what it is. He doesn't know how important it is, yeah. Yeah, that's right, she's never told him about what's happened to Timmy, so it's like... he just doesn't know how important it is. What made you think she didn't like you? I mean, yeah, despite the fact that he's very clumsy and kind of quirky, you know. He is a crow who's obsessed with string. I don't know why he's obsessed with string, he just is. Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights, per se. I just don't like big heights, but I mean, I don't think anyone does, but at least if the page master is any indication, people who are afraid of heights are afraid of heights that are only like a few inches off the ground or something, which is like, yeah. I'm not afraid to go a few inches above the ground. Just, I don't know, sometimes when I look down from like a hotel and I look down and see all the cars and people down there, I don't know. Not sure how to describe it. It's like a nauseous kind of feeling. It's like I don't know, it's like I wouldn't want to fall down there. I guess the scenes like this are kind of comic relief too, with the kids and Auntie Shrew. Or Auntie Shrew. Yeah. I've heard that shrews in real life eat mice, but I mean, I like animals, but I'm not necessarily big on rodents and mice and stuff. I certainly wouldn't want to have one as a pet, like some people do, which is really weird. I guess people don't really change too much. He still acts like this in the sequel. Very, very overconfident. You know, you're kind of odd yourself. Of course, Jimmy's sick, so it's got a problem. It's like, yeah, well, we can't exactly move, you know. Yeah, I've seen a sequel. Well, actually, I just saw a commentary of it, just randomly sort of decided and, like, watched the commentary. Kind of weird, but yeah. Of course, I've seen Nostalgia Critic's video of it. The only thing I gotta say is that the animation style is very different. And much, much more lighthearted. And it wasn't very well received either. And Don Bluth wasn't behind it either. Can't really say if it's bad yet because I haven't seen the film in so long. Like, I think I saw it less than the original. Or maybe that's just me. And I don't really have anything to say about this scene. I mean, just listen to the song. It's a very pretty song. That's it. So, obviously, I'm trying to say something interesting during that scene because, like, what can be said about it? But it's a pretty song. AKA Nimh for short. And, yeah, apparently it's a real organization or place, if Wikipedia is to be trusted. yeah, obviously you can't trust that site all the time because, well, anyone can edit it. And for some reason, people love to put things in there that are obviously fake and made up. So many countless examples of it, but I don't think it's a bad site. I just know to only use it for general information and to not take everything they say to be serious. Like I just look up like what year was this film released in, like use it for more simple information like that. And often when I'm looking up something, I'll probably go to other sites just to know more, because Wikipedia doesn't have the answers to everything. But Google does. This reminds me of Bambi, when all the animals are running from man. And I don't know why, but I'm also thinking of Watership Down, even though this doesn't have much to do with that movie. But it's because of all those rabbits. I don't know, it's like I just recently saw footage from it when someone was talking about it. So that's the only reason I'm thinking of that movie now, because not a fan of movies like that are all violent and really gory, but eh. Yeah. He doesn't even hear it at all. Come on, wake up! So, what is that red stuff anyway? I know this is probably a stupid statement, or stupid question, but because I don't live on the farm, okay? I know nothing about tractors and how to milk a cow and all this stuff. I don't even know anyone who has lived on a farm, or does currently. How would he know that? What? It's weird that he has glowing eyes, despite being a good guy. I don't know. Guess it's just to make him look more mysterious or something, but the Great Owl has glowing eyes too, but It's like American Tail, you know. Mice flying on a bird. That happens in that movie too. So, yeah, I find it interesting that they actually explain why, you know, the owl's not just eating the mice, or the mouse, in this case, because there's only one, but see, in a lot of films, it's like they just coexisted. It's never explained why they're not, one of them's not eating the other. I'm trying to think of an example where that's the case. Like there's an anthropomorphic cat or mouse or something like that, and they don't eat each other, and it's never explained. Even Jeremy's afraid, and I don't think owls eat crows. But, yeah. I mean, after seeing them, you can see why. Even though he's not evil or anything, but he might as well be with the way his home looks and the way he looks. Yeah, you see, yeah, this looks like a villain's hideout. All the bones and cobwebs and everything. So it's obvious that he has killed and eaten a lot of animals. Look behind you. Yeah. I can see why people are afraid of spiders, even though I'm not really afraid of them myself, but yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure owls can't do that. Turn their heads upside down. Actually, they can't even turn their heads 360 degrees, even though people think they can. But, oh, they can turn them behind, but not like all the way around. I guess owls eat moths and spiders, and yeah, I'm very sure they can't, but you know. What was I gonna say before? Yeah, I was camping once, somewhere, I forget, and they had a woman there with an owl, and she was some sort of event where she talks about owls. Yeah, she had a real owl, and at one point I saw a bird and it was gonna try to take off, but stared at the bird and taken off, but tried to, but didn't. Wasn't able to. So I know a little bit about owls. Those eyes and the voice. It's like, Look at how big he is, too. Of course, actually, he's probably not that big. He's just really big compared to Miss Brisby. And, yeah, even Jeremy, too. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a normal-sized owl, but the way they filmed it, he looks so huge. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's definitely, like, probably twice the size of Jeremy, even. So, now I think about it, the Great Owl does sort of look a little like Nicodemus. In a sense, they both have glowing eyes. And I don't know, they both have like a beard or something. I'm not sure what it is, like some hair on the side of their head that's kind of long. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, the Great Owl just looks like Nicodemus to me. Or reminds me of him. Just because you don't see someone doesn't mean they're not there. Good point. Of course, there's always anti-shrew, but of course, obviously, this is all a ploy to get him away from her, so she can take care of her business or whatever. He always seems to be wrapped up in something. Like, first it was all that rope, and now it's the cloth. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's either moving a lot or not moving at all. Kind of like a puppy Dexter. Yeah. You know, seeing Dragon sleep like that reminds me of Mittens, because that's all she ever does now. She's so old. I got her when she was a kid. And I remember she used to be not quite so fat and dumb. Yeah, it's so dark and mysterious, yet so cool looking. It's kind of like a lot of the scenery in this film, and oh crap. Scary face, scary face. Yeah, it's definitely like the type of good scenery that you'd find in earlier Disney films. It won't be quite like this, but like the earliest Disney films would definitely have those moments where the scenery is really good. That this film is definitely trying to imitate. Because I believe I remember like Don Bluth wanted to make this film look as good as the early Disney animated films, you know, before they started, their animations started becoming, well, not necessarily worse, but cheaper, definitely. I'm not sure if they ever explain what that character is for exactly. But every time I watch it, it always seems like he just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, and I don't remember there being an explanation for it. Maybe he's like the guard for this place or something. Yes, the owl. Yeah, I know, it doesn't make any sense. Owls are supposed to eat mice, but you know, Jeremy just explained. He only eats mice after dark, or something like that. So there's a perfect reason for why she's still alive now. Yes. You know, I wonder who the villain could be. I mean, he has a very different animation style from all the other characters. They pitched this to Disney in, I think, 1972, but they thought it would be too dark. Which makes sense. Except they managed to make Hunchback into a Disney film, so that kind of gets tossed out the window. This doesn't make any sense. You call that a joke? It's being very creepy. Uh, how did they get electricity in here? And definitely super intelligent. If they can figure out how to get electricity into a place like this. You know, build all this. Yeah, maybe you could, like, banish him or something, I don't know. Seems like he should be someone that should just be banished or have some kind of punishment put upon him, or I don't know. Like, yeah, good old large ham. Put him down. Yeah. Yeah, the large cape. Let's look at him. He's obviously a villain. Well, we can make an exception, okay? Yeah. Huh. Did he? And you know, her son is sick, so we kind of have to go through with this. Or do something about it. Those eyebrows. When is he not up to something? Yeah, when's a villain not up to something? Don't crows eat mice too? The rats of Nimh? Or like these scenes like this one. Well, don't take away too much from the dark elements, but so they're not overdone or used too much. I think the sequel seems to have a lot more comic relief and comedy bits and stuff. Because it seems like there's more comic relief characters in the sequel than in the original. He is a loony. Yes, good thinking. He's not a turkey. Turkeys aren't black. Turkeys are, well, I don't remember what color, but a lot fatter. Yeah. Yeah, I know what a turkey looks like, and I know what a crow looks like. Okay. It's not that hard to tell the difference. Yeah, he's a loony, but you don't need to tie him up and do this to him. He doesn't deserve all this crap. Miss Brisby just told him to come over here, watch over the children. He comes over here, and what happens to him? He gets tied up. A definite butt monkey. If I ever saw one. What's going on there? Yes. This didn't really do super well at the box office. It did okay. Some better critically, and now it's pretty much a cult classic, or at least underground thing. It's one of Doug Walker's favorite films. Yeah. Yeah, it's also probably noteworthy for its recent DVD cover, which is very unfitting, makes it look like a lot brighter and cheerier film than it actually is. Yeah, you could probably easily find it. A picture of what the cover looks like. The most recent DVD one, that is. The Family Fun edition. Why is the book glowing? I shouldn't be questioning this, but... Well, now you know. And knowing, as they say, is half the battle. No. How old is he exactly? Because is he like over 100 or something? Several thousands of years old, several hundreds. Of course, we've got our big exposition scene. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this. Like, this scene used to freak me out a lot, and still kind of does. Cause, yeah, I think it's safe to say that, you know, Nimh isn't really like this in real life. And I'm sure they didn't have these kinds of serums that makes the rats hyper intelligent. Yeah, specifically this part. Because it looks like it hurts. And it's also very, like, weird looking, too. So it's a very weird and creepy scene, both at the same time, like... Yeah, great idea making them super intelligent, you know. Now they can escape. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say why, but I'm like, of course, experiment. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like... Yeah, I know. You happy? You made yourself some super intelligent animals. Too bad they escaped. You don't have any actual proof that you did it. Makes sense why they made him the leader. Well, not the leader, but I don't know. Yeah, you gotta talk cryptically, of course. You know, so they have no idea what you're talking about. Even though I'll probably never know what it means or what it's for, but... Well, I mean, hey, it is a nice... whatever it's called. Mine just drew a blank. And we will see how exactly they do this. What's his name? Justin, yeah. He can stop you. The others can. Or at least try. Well, quote, an accident. Because you could make it look like one, I mean. It's very easy to fake an accident that way. Because it's not like you're directly killing him, like... But... what are all these bones doing here? This isn't the Great Owl's tree, so... Okay. Yeah. Could take a while to repair that thing. Yeah, like, dragon, you mean the, big fire-breathing animal? You know those don't exist. Yeah, this is no job for a woman. You know, even though she's made it this far, and has already proved that she can handle herself, so... keeps having, like, disguises and things on him all the time. Shiny thing, ooh, me wants it. Where's he get all these strings from? He just like, collects them, like, all these different colored string. Yeah. And I guess he's obsessed with sparkly fiends too. Strings and sparkly fiends. His two favorite fiends in the world. I could probably say more facts, and I know I have some that I haven't said. Because I have an internet browser opened up, so, you know, I can look up stuff and talk and comment on the movie at the same time. Even though I'm not doing that right now, but I'm just thinking I probably want to save some of those facts during the credits, because I do want to talk over the credits. Because it's part of the movie. I mean, most people don't do that, but... And I mean, professional movie commentaries do that, and... And I just feel like the credits are part of the movie too. I don't feel like cutting them out and not talking over them. Yeah, again, who would have rats for their pets? I don't see the appeal of it at all. To me, it's like rats are something that you wouldn't want in your house, but this guy apparently likes having rats as pets. And he would even go as far as to capture a wild one, and have it as his pet. You know, he's probably got rabies or something. It's not safe to do. You'd have to buy an actual pet rat from a store. Yeah. That's another good reason to move. Get them all out of here. Now that I think about it, I don't think that line makes sense. What I just said before. Because it's only been revealed now that they want to get rid of the rose bush and the rats, but no, I think that was part of the plan, if I remember correctly, them wanting to leave that place, go somewhere else to Forna Valley. Yeah. Why is he still working for this guy? Probably just a matter of I'll kill you if you don't sort of thing. Because I don't think he's ever tried this before. Big idea forming here. Yeah. Yeah, you know, he should be smarter than this, not to stand in the way of the stone. Because, what if an accident actually happened, a legitimate one, and it fell, and he was there, so... Yeah. He should not be standing in that spot, standing in the way like that, just... stand somewhere off of some path where the stone's not gonna be above his head. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who killed Nicodemus. You can do it. You've done worse. Oh. No. Those eyes. One of them's yellow and one of them's blue. Doesn't make any sense. Really weird. It's just my logical self kicking in. I know I shouldn't be questioning all these feeds, but sometimes I can't help it, you know. And I mean, I know my limits. Because I mean, there's just some things that are done so much, you just shouldn't question it, but... And I mean, I do know my limits of questioning things in movies and video games and stuff like that. He wants shiny things too. That's twice now. They've shown blood. Oh, 3 times now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered, like, this scene in particular is so violent for a G film. They show blood, like, several times. Oh, now he just realizes it? Yeah, he just realizes it now. Because for me, I would have thought immediately, like, oh, hey, you know, he doesn't like Nicodemus, so therefore, you just draw your own conclusion. It's very simple. He should have realized it, like, much sooner. Oh. I thought for a second he stabbed him in the crotch, but no. It's in the heart. Or somewhere near the heart. Yeah. Yeah, he assumes he's dead. But obviously he's not. Because, you know, just look behind you. You know, for some reason that doesn't sound like much of a death scream. Sounds more like a grunt or something, but eh. Didn't sink before. Yeah. Should have been sinking before. It's mud. You're in a mud pit. You're sinking. I hate it when ropes don't cooperate. Great. And now she's losing that. Great. The thing that's supposed to be very important, and she's lost it. This kind of comes a little out of nowhere, but that reminds me of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, with the Grinch has the sleigh above his head and it glows kind of like that. Except not quite as brightly, but still. I've been having Dr. Seuss in my mind a lot recently. I've been thinking about doing the Grinch is the Cat in the Hat commentary, because I did Halloween as Grinch Night, and yeah, I'm gonna save How the Grinch Stole Christmas until, well, December. I know I'm gonna do a commentary on that, because I've seen it so many times. Really like it, so yeah, it's just a no-brainer for me. You know, it kind of looks like a present now with all that rope on it, and the way it's glowing like that. It's just... She's been through a lot. She deserves a rest. And I'm pretty sure that was a reused shot from earlier in the movie. And their house, or, well, maybe that's not their house, but that looks like an eyeball. He really has no life. Just, that's all he does is collecting all that string. Another turkey. They are not turkeys. I don't think she has it anymore. athletic. Yeah. What? Wait, does Miss Frisbee have bandages on her arms? Not bandages, but yeah. I don't remember her hands being hurt, but of course, it'd only be fitting that his girlfriend is as crazy about Street as he is. And, well, just crazy in general. Who... Yeah, where is she in this sequel? I'm pretty sure she never shows up, and I'm fairly certain they probably don't say what's happened to her, so... yeah, that was it. Not too long of a movie, but yeah. I think they've done this style of credits before in other Don Bluth movies. Like, they have artwork of the characters. Yeah, kind of on the sides like that. They did that in Thumbelina, I remember. What the credits looked like in that film. Not sure how to wrap this up exactly. Sort of giving my thoughts a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing. Yeah, the producers, Bluth, Goldman, Pomeroy, and the executive producers at Aurora mortgaged their houses to complete the film, which, yeah, Anime pointed that out. That Disney had to mortgage his house too to complete Snow White. So I don't know. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like the scripted commentaries better or this unscripted style better? Because I guess I have a little less facts. But I mean, I think I gave some important ones. Like most of them. Because, yeah, the largest non-Disney animated film. Yeah, they brought back a lot of old techniques that weren't really used at this point. And lots of different effects. Yeah, I was gonna mention this before, but the fight scene between Justin and Jenner was largely taken from The Adventures of Robin Hood. I don't think they had that much money to do the film with either. So that's basically it for this commentary. Yeah, it looks like I've gotten most effects that I want to say in this.